Honey, I'm home.
Back here, sweetie. How was it?
Worst weather I've ever seen.
You should put some coffee on. It'll warm you up.
So we're in the past 3 years ago in his apartment. And look at the weather outside. It's blizzard going on. Switch on the coffee maker, okay.
Hey, handsome. This is gonna be a long night, but these shots are turning out great.
I guess you're gonna need that coffee then. I'll go put it on.
Is she a photographer? Where is the kitchen? Oh, here it is.
Coffee's on.
Great, thanks. I'll need it if I'm gonna finish this by tomorrow.
Can we go outside? Nope. That looks like a brand new television.
Oh, hey, I just finished those cover mock-ups. They're on your desk. Tell me what you think.
No kidding. I didn't think you'd get them done this quickly.
On occasion, I can perform all sorts of miracles, my dear.
Manuscripts.
It's true what they say about the fall and the sudden stop at the end. I'd lain here in the snow while the lurid chain of scenes that had led me here kept playing in my head. A rerun of my own private snuff movie. A memory of my corpse. Alone at my own wake. Thinking in metaphors again. The femme fatale was gone. Only a sour taste.
Okay, so this is another story, right? Unrelated to the game. Because it's 3 years ago. Examine the cover mock-ups.
These look really good.
Oh, these are really nice.
Sure, until Barry gets his hands on them. Which, by the way, will happen over my dead body. The last time was the last time. Oh, and speaking of Barry, he called.
Oh shit.
Alan! Alan, please check the fuse box.
I'm right here. I'm on it, honey.
Please hurry.
Honey, it's a power outage. I've got the flashlight.
Okay, hi.
You okay?
I'm sorry. It just really spooked me.
Don't worry. We'll just break out the candles.
I know it's stupid, but it's just... Especially when I'm not prepared for it, you know? It gets to me.
I love you.
Tell me a story, writer.
Okay. I used to have these nightmares when I was a kid. The dark really spooked me, too. When it got really bad, my mom gave me this old light switch. She called it the clicker.
The clicker, huh?
Yeah. If I ever got scared of the dark, I could just flip the switch and a magic light would scare the monsters away.
Oh, sure.
Here it is.
Alan.
Maybe it'll help you, too.
Yeah, nice story, writer boy. You made that up right now, didn't you?
No. Seriously.
I love you, even if you are a liar. Thanks for this.
Maybe we will get this clicker to use in the game. Present day.
How do you feel, Mr. Wake? Any nausea, disorientation, anything like that? Mr. Wake, how are you feeling?
I'm okay. My head's fine. I had to lie about my headache and memory loss. He'd send me to a hospital for tests. I couldn't leave without Alice.
Very well. I don't think you have a concussion, but you've obviously been through quite a shock. You should take it easy for a couple of days.
Thanks.
The problem is we can't even tell.
We're done here. If the pain gets any worse,
Yeah, we
or
can't
you
even tell the
experience any
truth
other
to
symptoms,
anybody.
you should come see
We
me.
have to keep it to
I'll let you get on with
ourselves.
it then. Sarah, Sheriff Breaker is waiting for you. She's very good at her job.
Nobody's gonna
Sure,
believe
she'll
us.
locate your wife in no time.
Doc Nelson was the image of a small-town doctor. Sheriff Breaker had called him to the station to take a look at the cut in my head.
Why is there a fish?
I'm sorry you had to cut your morning fishing short for this,
Oh,
Doc.
he's a fisher.
She's
Okay.
a beauty, ain't she? Not the biggest I ever caught, if you can believe that coming from an old
Let me see if there are any
fisherman.
coffee thermos.
Right up there.
Come in, Mr. Wake. Your phone's on the desk. The battery was dead. It's charged now.
Have you started looking for my wife yet?
My men are already on it. Now, can you tell me what happened?
I'm not sure. I can't remember. We were arguing. I walked out of the cabin.
The cabin on Cauldron Lake?
How did you end up at Stucky's gas station?
I wanted to tell her what had happened last night, but I couldn't. She'd lock me up. Excuse me. I need to take this. Hello?
Alan, please help me.
Alice?
Stop talking to the law. You'll do exactly what I say if you ever want to see your wife again.
Who is this?
Go to the back lot. There's a hole in the fence on the left. Look inside the junker. I left a little something there to convince you we're all on the same page here. After you ditch the cops, you're gonna meet me in Elderwood National Park. There's a spot called Lover's Peak. Midnight. Don't do nothing stupid, pal.
Mr. Wake, can I help you with anything?
I need to get some air. The sheriff said I could go out back.
Of course, Mr. Wake. You can get there through the cell corridor. Just don't mind Walter in there. He's one of our regulars.
I thought he'd quit
Okay,
drinking
so
for
Alice has been kidnapped,
No such luck. He went on
and he
another
really
run
wants us to
feeling
meet
pretty
at
bad.
midnight.
Started shouting
I mean,
at
why?
him when he woke up.
Alice looked through the viewfinder, lining up the shot. Cauldron Lake was breathtaking. Something caught her eye. A figure standing in the shadows behind the cabin, like a thin woman in a black dress.
Oh, the
She lowered
woman
the camera and
who
looked
gave
at
us the keys.
No one there. Just a collection of bushes that looked vaguely human-shaped. She shook her head and laughed.
God damn it! More lights! I don't like the guy. Hey, mister! Hey, can you turn the light? The lights
Sure,
on.
man, sure.
The deputies, they don't understand. They won't listen to me.
In spite of its human mask, to describe the dark presence as intelligent would have implied human qualities on something decidedly inhuman. Nonetheless, it found the one spot in the diner that was dark enough. Some light spilled into the corridor, ravaging it. But it took the pain. Horrible as it was, the writer would soon fix that. He would be coming to the one place where it still had power.
I need it to be bright in here. Hey, you!
Yeah. Where do I
Hey,
turn the lights
can
from?
you turn-
Yeah.
Thank you, man. Thank you. Hey, you're all right. You're a good guy. Don't let anybody tell you different. You know, I shouldn't.
Man, he
even
looks
be
like
here.
drunk in the cell.
The early morning light hurt my eyes and made my head ache. The man on the phone had said, "Go through the fence on the left."
There's a hole in the fence. I can see a page there.
The kidnapper fired his gun one last time, and the shadow vanished into the darkness it had come from. See? Nothing to it, Wake. The thought of Alice in his hands was revolting. We stood on the wooden platform of Lover's Peak, the waterfall on the mountain behind us, the lights of the radio mast blinking red in the heights above. I fought with the urge to take a swing, force myself to speak. Let's cut the act now. Where's my wife?
So this is the future. This is gonna happen.
Alice's driver's license had been placed on the front seat. The caller meant business. Barry?
Ow! Thank God! Where the hell have you been? I've been trying to reach you for a week, you and Alice. I've been worried sick. I flew out yesterday. I'm here in Bright Falls.
Barry, listen to me. I'm at the sheriff's station. Come and get me. I can't talk now.
Al, what the hell is going on?
I had to get the sheriff to let me go. I needed to get to Elderwood National Park to meet Alice's kidnappers.
Come on. They should really have added the vault mechanism.
Well, folks, it's been another long night, and it's about time for me to sign off. God knows I need
Ah, that's too much late.
Reveals the world of his story from darkness, shapes it from nothingness. The way a sculptor carves a statue from a block of granite. If I stop, the world I'm making dies.
Man, I am going crazy and writing at the typewriter.
Marvelous, Sarah. I just wanted to settle all the damage the Anderson brothers might have inadvertently caused on their...
Are you feeling any better, Mr. Wake?
I'd like to leave. Am I free to go?
Well, we still need to talk about...
Am I under arrest?
No, of course not. But I need to know where you'll be staying so I can get in touch with you.
I'd avoid the motel. The Majestic is known for its roaches. The cabins at Elderwood are pretty nice, though.
That sounds perfect.
I'm Dr. Emil Hartman. I'd like to invite you to stay at Cauldron Lake Lodge.
Did you talk to my wife?
I had the pleasure of discussing your situation with her on several occasions.
Did you set something up with her?
I invited her here. My clinic is a place where...
Oh, hey! Oh, my!
Okay.
Hey, nobody move! Get your hands off of my client!
Who are you?
I'm Barry Wheeler, his agent. If you have business with Mr. Wake, you talk to me. You yokels won't know what hit you once I sick my lawyers on your asses.
No harm done, Sarah. I'm all right. I don't want to press charges. Mr. Wake, my offer still stands.
And who
Get
gives
me
us
outta here.
an offer after just getting punched? Who gives
What the hell
the
was
living
that
offer?
about, Al? We don't need a replay of that thing with the paparazzi. I thought they were gonna lock you up.
I had to talk to someone. I told Barry everything. He thought I was certifiable, but when he heard about the manuscript, I had him. The fact that I'd written something, even if I couldn't remember it, was enough for him. He smelled money. And he believed that Alice had been kidnapped. Anything beyond that was another story. I had a midnight appointment with the kidnapper in a place called Lover's Peak, somewhere in Elderwood National Park. The plan was to rent a cabin.
I don't like it, Al. I don't like any of it. It's not good. In fact, it's the absolute opposite of good.
Mr. Wake! Barry, you found him!
Hi, Rose.
Oh, wow, I was just thinking about you, too.
Great.
I was just bringing Rusty some coffee. He's on the balcony, looking after Max. Poor thing. I really need to go. Great to see you again, Mr. Wake. Later!
Oh, he likes her.
Max.
What an airhead.
Jeez, Mr. Takes a swing at everybody. This is not her fault. She's a very nice girl.
And the cabin here are so beautiful,
She
man.
even has a fan site dedicated
I wonder
to
if
you.
it's a real town.
And she was very helpful when I was looking for you.
I'd come here to rent a cabin, where I could wait till midnight.
Seriously, Al, what you were saying in the car? Just listen to yourself. What, you shot a guy and his body just disappeared? When was the last time you slept? Are you high? Have you been drinking?
No! Look, Barry, I'm missing a week, and someone's got Alice, and everything's just...
Easy there, boy. I'm almost done.
Hey, Rusty, right? You rent cabins.
Oh, Mr. Wake. I'd shake your hand, but mine are kind of full here. Actually, I'm sorry about this. Would you mind grabbing the registration form from the desk? It's just across from Bucktooth Charlie.
Oh, looks like he's a vet.
What happened?
Crazy poachers. Max here got his foot caught in a
Do you
trap.
understand what it sounds like when you say stuff like that? Don't get me wrong, it's a good story, could be a bestseller. But when you start confusing fiction with reality, you're buying yourself a ticket to the funny farm. Seriously, Al, you can't just go and meet a kidnapper. Those situations always end up in disaster. You gotta talk
wait
to the
here.
cops.
I mean, he is right, actually. Who goes to a kidnapper at midnight in the jungle?
I think this is the form you wanted.
And here are the keys. Okay, you're all set, Mr. Wake. Glad to have you staying here.
Thanks.
You got the
Can you tell me how
keys.
to get to Lover's Peak?
Oh, sure. It's at the end of the nature trail. Just
If you're trying to pull a joke on me, freak me out, it's working.
Can you stop talking, dude?
Well, you had me going there real funny, Al. You can quit it now.
So, midnight here. Let's go and have some action now.
Crazy talk, Al. Al? Al? We should go to the sheriff or call the FBI.
Damn it, Barry, they'll kill her! This is not a goddamn debate, Barry. I'm going to Lover's Peak. He said to come alone.
Okay then. I understand. But you're my best friend and I'm worried that you're not right in the head. Tell me what to do to help and I'll do it.
You stay here, and if I'm not back by morning, call the cavalry.
Just be careful with the natives, Al. These yokels are dangerous. Everybody hates a tourist, or it'll be deliverance all over again.
Why have you turned the lights off? Alright, let's go.
Wait here, Al. I'll hold down the fort. I'll be with you in spirit every step of the way, Al. Locking the door now.
I knew I should have gone to the cops. This wasn't the smartest thing I'd ever done, but I was still angry with Barry for trying to talk me out of it. These people had called me right in the sheriff's station. The cops wouldn't scare them, and they had Alice.
I have a gun, right? That's all we need. A gun and a torch. And a little jump scare.
Welcome back to the show, folks. As promised, our very own Dr. Nelson has just parked his rear end in the studio. Doc, what's your Deer Fest plan like?
My plan? You make it sound a lot more organized than I ever seem to manage.
Let's look for any thermoses. I don't see any actually. Obviously. There are cabins along the path, so many. Oh man. Must be some supplies here. Shotgun maybe. Really? Nothing? Just a television. Wait a minute. Oh, a page. Let's see what's about to happen. Rose and Rusty.
Rose knew that Rusty was in love with her, and she liked him too. She liked him a lot. He taught her to dance, and life had certainly taught her the value of a man who was gentle. He treated her well, made her smile, made her feel good. But Rusty wasn't the prince of her dreams, and that tended to underline the unbearable truth. She was no closer to that Hollywood magic than he was.
Hey, so Rose and Rusty have some chemistry. But they are not acting on it.
The air in the visitor center was heavy with an awful smell, as if some rotten drowned thing had crawled up from its grave. Rusty kept coughing blood. My eyes were drawn to the twisted shape of his broken leg. The attack had been vicious. Max whined in his cage. Rusty's eyes were wild with fear and terror. He gasped. Mr. Wake, it happened just the way it was on that page.
Okay, something terrible is about to happen to Rusty. And the visitor center, right?
The vision left me weak. This was no head injury.
Rusty, hang on! I'm coming! Please, help me!
I just read this.
Mr. Wake?
Oh, hell.
It happened just the way it was on that page. I found. Came true. It knew. So dark. It'll come back for me. You must... The lights. In the office. I have the key.
Okay, Rusty. Hang on. I'll be right back. Whatever did this couldn't be far. Rusty had found a page from the manuscript. It would help me understand what had happened.
The page is in his office or what? Oh, it's across the road. And I have a feeling he'll be gone by the time.
That Rusty was safe was to get the power running and the lights back on. The visitor center was sturdy, but the impact turned the front of the building into splinters. Rusty was thrown across the lobby like a rag doll and hit the far wall hard. It didn't hurt until he tried to move and saw his leg bend the wrong way, felt the broken ribs stabbing him on the inside. Rusty howled in pain and fear, suddenly afraid to die alone.
Okay, so some kind of impact blew this place and threw him off the wall.
At the last instant, I changed direction and threw myself down. The axe splintered the trunk of a tree. I stumbled into the pool of bright light. My lungs burned. I was too exhausted to move. I tensed as I waited for the killing blow, but it never came. I raised my head. Nothing moved in the darkness beyond. For the moment, bathed in the cold light, I was safe.
Okay, let's find the light. Batteries and ammo. Nice.
I was too late.
Great.
Someone had destroyed the circuit breaker. There was no way to get the lights back on.
I told you.
Rusty!
The ground was covered with glowing patches. It looked like liquid darkness.
Hunters need hunting licenses.
Who hit me? I think this current is hitting me. He's gone.
Something had torn a mammoth-sized hole in the wall.
Please don't feed the animals. Fishing is only
Okay, Rusty is taken now.
Purchase a park fishing license. Obey the park ranger's instructions at all times.
Rusty, no!
Never. You approach closer than 100 yards. 2 bears and wolves never approach any on their world closer than 25 yards. All times. Never leave your pet unattended.
And he took 11 bullets. Oh, there are the bullets. Nice. They always give you bullets, so it's fine. Reach Lover's Peak. Man, this darkness is crazy.
What the hell was that? I saw it from the window. I saw something.
Forget about it, Barry. It's just me going crazy.
Oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. You're not crazy. I wish you were crazy, but you're not crazy. Ow, be careful.
He has to be... You have to be sarcastic at this moment.
In that last instant of consciousness, Rusty thought about Rose. He was older than she was. Rose was barely out of her teens, but she made him feel young and forget what a train wreck his long-dead marriage had been. He still wore the ring. He'd been waiting for her to tell him to take it off. Now she never would.
Oh, now he's dead. The waterfall, the mountains, nice, man. I think this is the place. No, I just came from here, did I? No, actually, this is the Lover's Peak. We'll go there, I think, after this. Yeah, Lover's Peak. Let me check around for a moment. Some page or coffee.
Lover's Peak was at the far end of the nature trail.
Phone is dead. That must be it. That must be the point. And there are some supplies here. Something was shining. Shotgun, man. Let's go. The great old one. Yeah, he's the great old one. And literally, you can see the darkness in the air. The fog itself is dark. What the hell? I could hear him. I'm out of shotgun ammo. I see a page and a generator. Which one is it? Yeah, this
I
one.
turned the corner, afraid of what the flashlight's beam might reveal. Suddenly, a roughly painted symbol of a torch glowed in the light. Behind it, hidden by a rock, sat a battered metal trunk. It was here for a reason, packed with supplies, batteries, flares, ammo, things you need to make it through the darkness of the night. Something left behind by someone who knew what I knew, and more.
Okay. And everywhere they have destroyed everything. Bear alert, okay? Great. Where'd he go? Oh, that was a big guy. And I need a flare gun. Or shotgun ammo. Oh shit, I'm dead, I'm dead. They cornered me. And how am I supposed to kill so many with this revolver? There must be something around. Or I should just run. Just ignore them. Because there is light ahead of me. Come on guys, you can't come here. This is blocked. I have to come from behind, I guess. Nope, nothing here. Oh, they're back. Man, the stamina sucks. My stamina literally sucks. There's an old guy. I have to go here. Oh, from here. Okay.
Agent Nightingale didn't want to be in Bright Falls. These little communities revolted him, and he didn't like the trees or the coffee. He now knew that impossible horrors lurked behind the storefronts and smiles. He desperately wanted to turn the car around and just drive until he passed out or ran out of road and booze. but he had a job to do. He had a rider to catch, at any cost.
Okay, we must be nearing Lover's Peak because we've been walking from quite some time now. Let's see here. The visitor center, cabins. We started from the cabins, right? Oh yeah, it's all the way at the top. Man, this is scary.
Shit.
Yeah, I knew something was about to happen. Lair, okay.
Come on, we gotta get moving. More of them coming.
Is that the kidnapper?
That flashlight's kid stuff. The flares will keep the bastards away.
You can see them too?
Hell, of course I see them. Come on, we gotta move.
Why?
Because that's the way the story goes.
Yeah, but...
Let's move!
I lost my gun back there.
Oh, I've got a gun. Just keep that light steady on him.
It took a moment, but then I recognized him. He'd been on the ferry when I first arrived here with Alice. He knew my name. We were headed in the direction of Lover's Peak. There was no way this was a coincidence. He was the kidnapper.
Come on, Wake! You better keep up. You set him up, and I'll knock him down, Wake.
Oh, we don't have a gun, right? Okay, so we burn their darkness and he will kill them. And his aim sucks.
Lover's Peak, right up these stairs, Wake. Use the flares from the emergency box to hold them off while I get these boards off.
Give me the gun.
Yeah, no can do, Wake.
Are you kidding? Give me the gun!
No time for back talk. Hold them off, damn it.
Okay, we need to hold them off. I need to use the flares, right?
Get some light on those bastards. That'll keep them off. Just a little longer. I almost got it. Okay, it's open. Move it or lose it.
And just throw it on the ground, they won't come near us.
Stop moving! Oh, you feeling better now, Wake? All cozy and safe.
Entering Lover's Peak.
They'll be on us soon.
We are here. Man, this sure is a nice spot.
This is it, Wake. A last stand. There's more flares here. Get ready. We fight them as long as they keep coming.
Give me the goddamn gun! They're coming!
That's not how this goes. Get with the program, Wake.
Oh, they're coming from below and above, okay. Shit. That's the last of them. Oh, there's more, okay. Man, he can't shoot for shit. Finally. And the big guy. Finally.
Let's cut the act now. Where's my wife?
I knew you were gonna say that. I read it all before. You're a hell of a writer. Congratulations. You're gonna bring about something glorious and terrible once we get you some proper editorial control.
What the hell are you talking about? Where's Alice?
I want the entire manuscript, or she's gonna suffer bad.
You touch her up.
Oh, we got the gun.
You're gonna give me the manuscript or you'll be sorry. No! Come back here! I swear I'll kill you if you hurt Alice! Do you hear me? Come back here! He had Alice, and he wanted the manuscript because he thought it held some magical power. But I had no manuscript to give him. I had to get back to Barry and figure out my next move.
Okay, so let's go, guys. Now we have to make all the way back to Barry. Let's go.